This process begins with identifying the growth areas for oysters, which are typically sandy, rocky, or intertidal zones suitable for oyster growth. Professional fishermen often use trawling nets, rakes, or specialized equipment to collect oysters from the seabed. Once harvested, oysters are sorted and inspected for quality to remove those that do not meet standards. The processing of oysters involves several important steps. First, oysters need to be washed with seawater or fresh water to remove sand and impurities. After this, oysters can be prepared in various ways, including grilling, steaming, or eating raw. For grilling, oysters are usually placed on a grill and seasoned with butter, garlic, lemon, and other spices to enhance the flavor. If steaming, oysters are placed in a steamer with added spices and cooked for a short time to maintain their freshness. Proper shucking techniques are also required during oyster processing to retain the internal juices and avoid damaging the oyster meat. Using a professional shucking knife and the correct technique will help ensure that the oysters remain intact and retain their excellent flavor. Finally, oysters should be served immediately or stored under refrigeration to ensure quality and safety. The process of harvesting and processing oysters requires not only technical skills, but also an understanding of ecology and food safety to protect public health and marine environments. Regulations related to the protection and management of marine resources also play an important role in maintaining a sustainable supply of oysters for the future. The collection process of oysters begins with selecting the right location. Coastal waters and estuaries are typically where oysters thrive due to their nutrient-rich waters and suitable tidal conditions. Fishermen will use trays or specially designed rakes to collect oysters. In some cases, oysters may be grown in aquaculture systems, such as fences or farm-style facilities. Collection techniques may vary based on the type of oysters and specific local conditions. For example, in shallow areas, oysters can be hand-harvested or collected using simple tools such as handheld rakes, while in deeper waters, fishermen may use boats equipped with specialized nets and equipment for harvesting. Regardless of the method used, adhering to minimum size regulations and environmental protection requirements is crucial for safeguarding future oyster resources. Once oysters are harvested, they must be processed quickly to ensure quality. The first step in processing is washing the oysters. They are rinsed with seawater or fresh water to remove sand, algae, and other impurities. This washing process may include soaking the oysters in water with added salt or baking soda to help them open and facilitate the removal of impurities. Next is oyster cooking, which can be prepared in various ways depending on personal taste and local culinary culture. One of the most popular methods is grilling, where oysters are placed on a grill or in an oven and seasoned with butter, garlic, cheese, or lemon to enhance their flavor. Grilled oysters typically take just a few minutes to cook, as they cook quickly and can become dry if overcooked. Steamed oysters are another popular method, often involving a small amount of water and seasonings added to the steamer, with cooking times usually short, only 3 to 5 minutes, to help maintain the oyster's tenderness and preserve their fresh taste. This method also helps retain the vitamins and minerals in the oysters. Once cooking is complete, oysters should be served immediately or stored properly to ensure quality and food safety. Raw oysters should be kept refrigerated, typically placed on ice in the refrigerator to maintain freshness. The ideal storage temperature for raw oysters is around 4 degrees Celsius. Cooked oysters also need to be kept refrigerated and consumed within 1 to 2 days to ensure food safety. The processes of storing and processing oysters must also comply with food safety regulations, including avoiding contact with bacteria and viruses that may pose health risks. This is especially important for dishes made with raw oysters, as they may carry bacteria or viruses from their natural habitat. The harvesting and processing of oysters is not only an important economic activity, but also closely related to environmental protection and the sustainability of seafood resources. Relevant agencies and environmental protection organizations regularly monitor and manage oyster harvesting activities to ensure that these resources are not overexploited. Regulations regarding minimum size, seasonality, and no fishing zones are aimed at protecting oyster populations and the marine environment. Conservation efforts also include promoting sustainable farming methods, such as raising oysters in closed marine systems or using advanced technologies to minimize negative environmental impacts. Educating communities and fishermen about the importance of protecting marine environments and managing seafood resources is also crucial for maintaining the sustainability of the oyster harvesting and processing industry. The oyster harvesting and processing industry has undergone many innovations, both technically and technologically, to improve efficiency and protect the environment. Traditional methods are gradually being replaced or improved by new technologies that help optimize farming and harvesting processes. Nowadays, oyster farming employs many advanced technologies to enhance product quality and reduce environmental impact. A notable method is offshore aquaculture, where oysters are cultivated in net cages or suspended systems in deeper ocean areas. This technology helps reduce exposure to pollutants from coastal areas and provides a more stable growing environment for oysters. Such farming systems often also incorporate automated sensors and monitoring technology to track factors such as water quality, temperature, and oyster growth. The application of information technology and data analytics helps optimize the farming process, detect problems early, and implement measures to improve productivity and product quality. New technologies also play a vital role in improving the oyster harvesting process. Modern vessels equipped with GPS and sonar assist in accurately identifying concentrated areas of oysters, reducing search time and enhancing harvesting efficiency. Automated net and rake systems help optimize harvesting, reduce human intervention, and lower the risk of damaging oysters. Another emerging technology is the use of drones and remote imaging to monitor and supervise oyster harvesting and farming areas. This technology aids in inspecting the health of farming systems, detecting environmental changes, and monitoring oyster health issues without needing to be physically present. Despite significant technological advancements, the oyster harvesting and processing industry still faces many challenges. Climate change is one of the greatest issues as it affects water temperature and quality, thereby influencing the growth and health of oysters. Rising temperatures of seawater may lead to lower oxygen levels, creating favorable conditions for pathogens and reducing farming productivity. Environmental pollution is also a concerning issue, as pollutants such as heavy metals and chemicals can enter oysters, affecting product quality. Therefore, monitoring and testing water quality are crucial to ensuring that oysters remain uncontaminated and safe for human consumption. The oyster industry is moving towards a sustainable future, increasingly adopting environmentally friendly farming and harvesting methods. Trends include developing integrated aquaculture models where oysters grow alongside other aquatic species or marine plants, creating a diverse and balanced ecosystem. The growing interest in sustainable food products is also driving research and development of new methods to enhance the quality and nutritional value of oysters. Genetic and genomic research is underway to cultivate oyster varieties that are more resistant to environmental changes and to improve productivity to ensure the sustainability of the oyster industry. Training and education for fishermen and producers are vital. Training programs in aquaculture, environmental management, and food safety help raise workers' awareness and skills, leading to increased efficiency and minimized risks. Industry organizations and associations also play important roles in promoting standards and regulations related to product quality and environmental protection. Participating in professional networks and industry communities helps share knowledge, experiences, and new technologies, thereby fostering the growth of the global oyster industry. Oysters are a versatile ingredient widely used in many dishes and culinary styles around the world. From traditional dishes to modern culinary creations, oysters add diversity and unique flavors to meals. Raw oysters are a popular traditional dish in many cultures. In France, raw oysters are often served on ice with lemon and fish sauce. The French refer to it as vitrus and consider it a delicacy for holidays and gatherings. Similarly, in Japan, raw oysters are commonly used in sushi and sashimi, enjoyed with soy sauce and wasabi. Grilled oyster dishes are also very popular, especially cheese-baked oysters topped with melted cheese and delicious spices, making it a favored dish in many countries. while garlic butter-baked oysters have become an excellent choice for family and friend gatherings due to their aromatic butter and roasted garlic flavor. Oysters are also utilized in creative and modern dishes, such as salads, soups, or exquisite appetizers in high-end restaurants. In the creative menus of modern chefs, crispy fried oysters, creamy oysters, or oyster bread are standout dishes. The oyster harvesting and processing industry contributes not only economically, but also has profound social and community impacts. The oyster industry provides significant contributions to the economies of many countries, especially coastal nations, creating millions of jobs for fishermen, food processors, and raw material suppliers. The development of oyster farming areas and processing facilities also promotes the growth of related industries such as packaging, transportation, and distribution. The development of oyster farming facilities and harvesting operations can bring significant economic benefits to local communities, creating job opportunities, promoting infrastructure development, and boosting tourism industries in regions known for high-quality oysters. The oyster industry positively influences society by promoting understanding and protection of the marine environment. Public education initiatives and conservation activities help raise awareness of the importance of protecting marine resources and promoting sustainable harvesting methods. An important area of research is the development of more resilient oyster varieties that can adapt to changing environmental conditions. Research in genetics and breeding has led to the development of oysters that are resistant to diseases and have improved meat quality, allowing them to thrive under various farming conditions. Oysters farming technologies are also continuously advancing to improve efficiency and reduce environmental impact. Research on advanced farming systems, such as recirculating aquaculture systems or using automated technologies to monitor and manage farming conditions, is underway to enhance the sustainability of the industry. Studies also focus on assessing the environmental impact of the oyster industry and developing ways to minimize negative